and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel in the first place. Today we have a Denki X listener. Originally this was supposed to be a Denki X Wolf listener, but I couldn't find one, and yeah. There might be a bit of an echo, I realized, because I'm sitting next to like this metal door thing. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. It was a quiet evening after the provisional license exams ended. You sat on your bed reading a nice magazine in order to relax your mind a little. It was so tiring, but it was all worth it because you got your provisional license. Your dad was happy and your mom couldn't stop shedding tears when you talked to them on a video call. They were both very proud of you. You smiled and giggled a bit, thinking about how amazing today was. Suddenly, there was a knock at your door, which pulled you out of your small fluffy bubble of thoughts. You checked the time, and you realized it wasn't that late, which relaxed your nerves a bit. You set aside a magazine and walked towards the door. Slowly you twisted the knob open to see none other than the walking Pikachu you knew as Denki Kaminari. "Hey Kaminari, what's up? Do you need something?" You asked with a small smile across your face. Hey listener, actually, my friend's out of commission and I don't have anyone to spend time with, so I thought I could hang out with you, and maybe play the latest video game," he said, with a smile, and he held the video game in front of you. You were really happy because he had the latest one. You invited him inside and told him to take a seat. You opened the fridge and got out snacks and soft drinks, which you were saving to have at a good time. And here it was. You came back and saw Denki formally sitting with his legs folded and a small tint of pink on his cheeks. "Hey, you don't need to be so tense in my room. Relax, we're gonna have fun after all." Denki gave you a cheeky smile and then sat properly. You sat beside him and took out the 2 controllers and also set up the game. "Well, let's see if we can top this game today and who has the highest score," he said with an excited grin, handing him the other controller. "Yeah, let's do it," Kaminari cheered, and you two went off on the game. 2 hours later. That was amazing. We got pretty good scores and cleared all the levels. You stretched your arms out with a wide smile, satisfied with your outstanding performance in the game. Kaminari smiled for a bit and then turned silent again. You noticed that he was acting different from the time he entered your room. Was something bothering him? You leaned a bit closer to see his face clearly. "Hey, Kaminari, is something bothering you? You look a bit off," you said, out of worry. After all, he was a good friend for yours. You had always liked him ever since the first day of school you met and became friends. You enjoyed his company and loved to spend time with him. He was a fun guy to be around, really. Seeing him like this was totally making you feel sad. "I'm your friend, right? You can share your problem with me and I'll make sure to help you as best as I can," you completed with a smile, which he smiled back at. You sat back in your original position, but this time facing him. He took a deep breath and slowly released it. "Listener, I need to talk to you about something. I need your help with it, you know?" he said as he sat himself properly and facing you with his arms resting on his lap. "Sure, tell me what it is," you said, encouraging him to share his problem with you. "You see, there's this person I like. They're really cool, amazingly beautiful, and I love hanging around with them. I want to confess to them, but I don't know if things will work out," he said with this smile fading away at the end of the statement. A light frown coated your lips as you saw your disheartened friend. "Hey, Denki, listen, you're a really nice boy, and your feelings about them are honest. You just don't need to worry about it, okay? Just go ahead and tell them, and make sure you're being yourself the whole time. I'm sure they won't be able to reject your confession," you said with a smile on your face, which made your cheeks blush a little. A part of you felt happy about him finding somebody that he liked, even loved, but the other part felt a small pain, thinking that you couldn't be with him. You thought it was best never to reveal your liking with him, so that way you wouldn't come between you and his lover. You quickly wiped the small tear forming at the corner of your eye and smiled again. Suddenly, Kaminari pulled you towards him and gave you a tight hug. You blushed by the close contact, and you were about to tell him to move when you heard the words you never thought would be meant for you. "Listener, I love you." Were you dreaming, or was this really happening? His grip tightened around your waist as you weakly wriggled around in his arms. After a few moments, he let go of you and looked into your eyes. "What did you say?" "Your heart wanted it so much." "Listener, I really love you. From the day we became friends, I always wanted us to be something more. I love your beauty, smile, and everything that makes you, you. Do you love me too?" he said, averting his eyes away from you. You knew he was much more nervous than you were, but yet he still had the courage to confess to you. A proper answer was to be given to him, and you were more than happy to do so. He leaned over and gave his cheek a soft kiss, surprising him. Listener, what? He became a blushing mess, with smoke coming out of his ears. You smiled at his face, and after a few minutes became teary yourself. He instantly started panicking, hoping that he didn't hurt you with this confession, but you were too quick to bonk his head and tell him that's not what you were thinking. You never thought this goof would ever have the courage to straight confess to someone, but here he was, confessing straight to you. Recalling his description about the person he loved, you giggled and hugged him tight. Kaminari, Denki, I love you too, you said with your arms still tightly wrapped around his neck. Slowly, you wrapped his arms around your waist and got lost in your warmth. He sniffed at your hair and smiled knowingly. Hey, listener, is this the same shampoo that I use? You became red and were quick to counterattack his comment. Well, I do appreciate that a goof like you can have good taste at least something. You snickered while he had detached yourself from the hug with an annoyed face. Hey, come on now, listener, give me a break. You cut him off short by pressing your lips in with a gentle kiss. It lasted for a few seconds, but it really felt magical. He came back from his blushy bubble and smiled at you. So, listener, do you want to go on a date? He asked with a grin on his face, showing how happy he was. Yes, Denki, I would. And you locked that beautiful evening with another kiss. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this. I know, again, not exactly what the person requested. Really sorry about that, but that's kind of just how it worked out. I still hope you enjoyed this one. And sorry, I know it kind of got pushed as well. A little update, I'm not taking any requests for December. The Discord form link will be in the description, music link, fanfic link, what else? And my Amazon wishlist. Don't feel like you have to buy anything, but you can if you want. I hope to see you in the next one, and goodbye!